I'll wash off some of these there. He's been. I guess I'll do that. Do that. I guess it's 4 plus. I'll wash my off. Martin.
This ends play on day one of the Commonwealth Masters Championship. Players, be advised, be reminded of the opening ceremony to take place shortly. Thank you.
1 2 1 2. That- Hello? 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting the arrival of the minister. That's the reason why we're a bit tardy. So as soon as the minister arrives, we will start this evening's proceedings. Thank you for your patience. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and to our distinguished guests. Please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you very much. Mr. Howlett, our steel panelist, thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, these are very exciting times, and today is no exception. We are going to bring you a tournament of master skill, experience, love, and pleasantries. We are so pleased to bring this tournament to you. And to give some remarks and give further dimensions to this is none other than the LOC chairman, Mr. David Bowen, to bring remarks. Mr. Bowen, sir, your audience awaits you.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Honorable Charles Griffith, MP, Minister of Youth, Sports, and Community Empowerment, Chairman of the National Cultural Foundation, of the National Sports Council, Mr. MacDonald Fingal, Director of the National Sports Council, Mr. Neil Merrill, Assistant Director or Deputy Director, Deputy Director of the National Sports Council, Mr. Emerson Bascom, Ms. Margarita Felix, President of the Barbados Table Tennis Association, esteemed athletes, distinguished guests, officials, loyal fans of table tennis, good evening, and welcome to Barbados and to the official opening of the Commonwealth Table Tennis Federation's second Masters Table Tennis Championships. As we gather here today, it is essential to acknowledge that this momentous occasion follows the inaugural event that took place in India last year. So these are really the fledgling years of development for this prestigious championship. And we today have the honor of hosting competitors from across the Commonwealth, as well as the privilege of creating a legacy of sportsmanship, friendship, and competitive spirit that will echo for years to come. Today, we stand together not just on the breathtaking shores of our island, but in a collective spirit of camaraderie and passion for the exhilarating sport of table tennis. Here, we open the gateway of new connections, unforgettable moments, and fierce competition as we welcome the Commonwealth Table Tennis Federation's second Masters Championship. As chairman of the local organizing committee, I am filled with immense pride and gratitude as I address you at this splendid occasion. First and foremost, I must extend heartfelt thanks to our dedicated sponsors, tireless volunteers, hard-working committee members, and the enthusiastic community of table tennis lovers. It is your unwavering support that has made this tournament possible. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take a moment to share a behind-the-scenes glimpse into the hard-working hearts that shaped this event. The organizing committee has demonstrated extraordinary resilience, creativity, and an unyielding determination to bring this championship to life, despite a multitude of challenges. There were times when it felt like we were trained to land a perfect serve with a sponge. But through every hurdle, large or small, they rose to the occasion, showcasing an impressive commitment that deserves every ounce of our appreciation. Every ounce of our appreciation. As we gather here, representing an array of nations and cultures, let's remember that while we may find ourselves as opponents on the court, we share an enduring love for this captivating sport. Our athletes have traveled from far and wide within the Commonwealth, each bearing unique skills and cherished traditions, along with an impressive collection of lucky charms. You know how we like to wear our lucky socks, etc.? Now, I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to shine a light on a key individual instrumental in making this event a success. I asked Ms. Margarita Felix, the president of the Table Tennis Association, to express her thanks and gratitude to the team in her vote of thanks. However, knowing Margarita, she would never want to pat herself on the back. So I am seizing this opportunity to celebrate her right now. Felix, you behind me? Come and stand next to me, Ms. Felix, please. Yes. This lady, Margarita, is truly a force within a force. She personifies the spirit of dedication, perseverance, and passion that this championship embodies. Never say die is her motto, and she lives it every day. In fact, in our mission to pull this event together, we sometimes found ourselves chatting 5 or 6 times a day. If I ever needed a pep talk or an idea to overcome a challenge, she was just a call away. And let me tell you, she was the first to pick up the slack when my schedule went haywire and had me run around like a headless chicken. So please join me in acknowledging Margarita for her relentless pursuit of excellence and phenomenal leadership.
Thank you.
In my opinion, she is an outstanding president, and I personally hope she continues in this role for many years to come. I truly appreciated her tenacity. Thank you, Margarita. To our incredible athletes, as you prepare to compete over the next few days, I urge you to bring your best game to the table, pun absolutely intended. Feel free to tap into your inner champion during every rally. Remember, sometimes you will serve that seemingly unplayable ball that leaves your opponents scratching their heads, and other times you might find yourself chasing a particularly tricky return, much like when you ask a local Bajan for directions and end up on a delightful scenic route through our lovely island. Let us also celebrate the camaraderie and sportsmanship that binds each of us, transforming competition into lasting friendships. The spirit of this championship isn't confined to the tables. It transcends borders, cultures, and minds, creating unforgettable memories that will linger long after the final point is scored. Let me also apologize to the minister. He came this afternoon to watch table tennis, but and not necessarily to give a speech, but I'm sure being a politician, he is capable of finding a few words to share with you. So without further ado, let the rackets fly. Let the games begin, and may the best player take home the glory. We are excited to have each of you here, and we can't wait to witness the magic that will unfold over the coming days. Thank you all, and welcome to the Commonwealth Table Tennis Federation's second Masters Championship. Let's make this event one that will be remembered forever. Thank you.
Thank you, David, for those glowing remarks. And I too want to add my little piece. This tournament embodies friendship. It embodies love. It embodies fellowship. It embodies, most importantly, a kindred spirit. And that's what we're here to develop today, a kindred spirit amongst our brothers and sisters. And I'm sure at the end of the tournament, we'll all be better for it. But let me not steal the minister's thunder, because he is more apt than I am. So without any further ado, I would like to invite our Minister of Youth, Sports, and Empowerment, to give us some brief remarks. Mr. Charles Griffith. I know this young man really passionate about sports and everything associated with it. So, Mr. Charles Griffith, this should be an easy walking part for you.
Blessings. I recognize everyone who's sitting behind me. I recognize everyone in front of me. Good evening. Yes, I'm being thrown in at the deep end, so to speak, but this is a blessing. About a year ago, I had some discussions with Mr. Rudder, who's sitting there, plans to trigger a project that would push table tennis across the island. And we were fully engaged at that point in time, because I had made representation to the ambassador, Chinese ambassador, about getting some equipment that would help to fuel that particular project. Unfortunately, it didn't come to fruition, but I'm hoping that the executive now will rethink the process, and let's try to get it moving again. If I knew prior to that this was happening, I probably would have started practicing sometime back so that I too would be involved in the process, but it cheated me out of that. Look, one of the things that I'm driving as Minister of Sports is sports tourism. And I want to salute the Table Tennis Association for initiating this and bringing it here, because it all goes well in terms of how we treat the sports tourism. I was told just now that one of the legacy components of this is that Barbados will probably get to keep all of these boards that we will be playing on today. To go as wide as the Commonwealth in terms of this particular tournament is too a very, very good thing. Second staging, I'm not sure if the first one will stage here, but this is something that I would love to see replicated again and again. Only today I had a conversation with a member of staff, and I was saying to him, what I want to do next year is to have a calendar of sporting events put in place so that everyone will know or be aware that if in October this tournament is happening, that you can make plans to be here in Barbados. For those of you who will be competing, I hope it is not a case that you're only competing home, but that other tournaments that are being staged, that our senior table tennis players are able to get involved. I'm sure that if representation is made to my ministry, that we will look to see how we can facilitate some of the costs that will be attached to that. Recently, I was in discussions with a carrier that if all comes in line, we should be able to travel on a particular carrier, we being national teams or teams that are traveling for discounted costs, because I'm fully aware of the cost that is attached. I made a representation, we had the meeting, and all things look good to go as it relates to that. Now, I must say to the association that in the sense of promoting this, I have not seen a lot of promotion in relation to this particular tournament. And if something as big as this is coming to our shores, I believe that you need to push that marketing card a little more, because I would love to see when the tournament is truly up and going between now and the 20th, that the numbers in here reflect the type of work that you would have put into this and the quality of table tennis that will be on display. And if we can do that, then I'm sure that everybody will be satisfied that we are able to stage a successful tournament of this magnitude on island. Those of you here who are competing, I want to wish you well. But I also want to say to you that everybody can't win. So I don't want to see, I see there's one gentleman already with a towel. I don't know if that is tears that he figured he's not going to win. But I need for you to play the game in the spirit that, you know, it should be played. Make friends. And at the end of the day, let table tennis be the winner here in Barbados as far as this particular tournament is concerned. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, for your kind words. I hope our team, our management take copious notes. One thing I remember for sure, he said, we are going to get a discount on the airlines. I heard that part. Right. Okay, thank you, sir, for your remarks. Next, we're going to invite our president, none other than Mrs. Margarita Felix, to give some remarks. And if you can describe her in one word, it will be humble. Margarita Felix, come on up. Tell us all about it.
Good evening, all. All protocols have been observed. And Mr. Minister, please let me personally apologize to you and to the chairman for accepting our very late invitation. This was a scary moment for us. Let me hold it. No, yes. This tournament was a very scary tournament for us, because at the time we went to India, we won the bid. Actually, we went there, David and I went to India to get the bid for the Commonwealth Table Tennis Championship. So the Commonwealth Committee told us, we are going to give you a championship to run the Masters. If you get the Masters done successfully, we would allow you to run the Seniors, which would be in October. So the chairman is in contact with us. He likes the venue and all those things, so he is coming. So he will, you know, give some more comments. So I do apologize, and thank you for coming. Thanks. Good. To the members, colleagues, friends, to all persons, let me take this opportunity to thank you for coming in and assisting us. We have, and this started way back this started back when when the ITTF was offering the competition managers course. And the National Sports Council came to our rescue and said, look, we are supporting you to send 2 persons to the competition managers course. They sent us the funds. We got everything organized, and we sent Trevon Powlett. And Trevon is now our competition manager. He is supported by the ITTF competition manager. So we have 2 ITTF competition managers here. Mr. Bob Narain, we call him Bob. He is from Trinidad. He is the Caribbean. He's the ITTF competition manager, but he organizes the competitions for the Caribbean. And then we wanted more support, so we asked Mr. Ian Joseph from Trinidad and Tobago. He also said, Margarita, I will come and help you. So this will go a little further back to say, look, this event that we are having is really a test run for next year, April and May. In April, we are going to the bid to host the Caribbean under 15s and under 19s, that's the youth, and the Caribbean seniors. Now, these two tournaments are qualification, the qualifications for the Pan Am Games, and the seniors is the qualification for the World Table Tennis Championship. So we're going to have a lot of players coming in from the Caribbean, in this region, the ITTF Americas, Pan American areas, to be able to qualify. So yes, yes, we have everything in place. Everything looks good as far as the organization is concerned. We did it right. We got everything right. We did everything late. But guess what? We have the blueprint. We know where to go from there. So by the 25th of October this month, we are going to have the prospectus done for those two championships. They're going to be held here. And Bob and Trevon, they're going to be organizing. And we have one other person, and I'm sure Ian Joseph, they are going, and all of our players here, persons, you see this team in blue? These are the workers. They're the thinkers. We go for, and also, yes, the one that's carrying the things. So I thank all of you. We look forward to working with you. And this team, we are going forward with this team. But I said we are going forward. Our AGM is going to be in January. So I don't know the date. The committee will set the date. So after the AGM, then the executive will carry forward these tournaments, these plans, and work with them. But, Mr. Minister, I'm sorry that I have to come again. Our community development plan, we have the sponsors of the STIG equipment, the STIG Global. They gave us these equipment free. They have some more for us. So they have 12 boards for us, 12 more boards free. And we also asked them to give us a quotation for 30 boards so that those 30 could take on those 30 boards can be placed in the community centers. And we would have assigned, because we have a lot of coaches, we could assign coaches to each. We have coaches in the schools and so on to start with the grassroots and come up so that we can develop table tennis. So yes, we start at the top today with the masters. And then next year we're going to come to the 50s and the 90s. And we're also going into the community centers. So community centers, so we will speak about that a little later. And so yes, your plan is in place. And to all of us again, what we want to do is to take table tennis forward. We want to have a big base of table tennis players, and how we're going to get that done. We are going to start in the communities. We're going to have the coaches. We're going to train some more coaches. We just had some umpires trained. So now the ITTF is going to send us someone to help us to train coaches. So you see where we are going? We are going into to get these things done. So I want you to stay with us, work with the committee, work with table tennis, and we are going to get somewhere. I take this opportunity to thank every single one of you. Trevon, right now, every time someone asks something, they say, ask Trevon, ask Bob. Trevon emerged to be the competition manager. And while I was in El Salvador recently, I spoke with the boss of the competition managers, Freddie, and he said, Trevon has tremendous talent. We are blessed to have him, and let him know, Freddie know what Trevon is doing, and he is already classified as a ITTF competition manager. So Trevon, we look forward to more things from you. We will reach out to Jamal to see, if you want to continue. So we have a competition manager we work with, and Bob, you see them, but they're being trained right now. See? Yeah. So we have to get some more training for them, for Trevon, give him some more experience. So I think I have covered a lot. I am sure by the time I sit down, I'm going to remember something that I should have said. But anyway, no. There are two persons. Sabrina Worrell Wood. She was a former national player. Sabrina is an international table tennis umpire. And Sabrina knows all of this stuff about table tennis. She knows in her head the dimension of the tables, where the tables should go, the dimensions of everything. She had it planted in her head. So Sabrina was very, very, very instrumental in having this here done. These are the old boards and so on that we have. So Sabrina took them and asked us to let us repair what we have, and then after we get that, then we will bring in the shipment of the sponsored equipment, as well as the boards for the community, not only the boards, but the equipment for the community center. Julia, you are exceptional. Julia worked, and we talk all hours of the morning, all hours of the night to get this here done. Sabrina, Julia, David, and anybody I call person. I have no respect for time, but we don't do this to the bosses. I have no respect for time. And I call persons at any time, message them and say, do I need this here and need that? Mr. Brown, Lieutenant Colonel Brown, you trained me. And I think I learned, and I hope you are proud of me. So I thank you very much. Mr. Brown was the president, I was the secretary, and he guided me. I see how he was able to win the bid to host the 2014 World Cadet Challenge Finals in Barbados. And as I am doing this, I'm trying to recall everything that Mr. Brown did. He told me to do this, to be doing that. So Mr. Brown, this is a product of your work. So thank you. Thanks, everyone, and good luck during the tournament. Thank you, sir.
For our president, Ms. Margarita Felix. And she did exceptionally well in pulling us all together. We really thank her for that as well. To our distinguished, pardon me? As they say, breaking news. Just came in by Sahalik. We are going to have a serve-off with the minister. We'll wait for you to go home and come back with it, no problem. But in the meantime, you can borrow one of our highly acclaimed rackets, right? And do a serve-off because it's, again, all right.
Sorry, these things happen. Mr. Fingal, please let me introduce you to a table tennis coach, Mr. Mark Fingal. Yes, he is a table tennis coach, and he was trained by Mohammed Mahabir, and he is a club coach. So, Mr. Coach, so we have a table tennis coach. So table tennis is all at the Sports Council. I do apologize for that. So, Timothy, that was very, very important.
That's very good, yeah. Yes. And I can endorse that, Margaret, because you probably don't know this, but Mr. Fingal taught me at school. We were very good. I wasn't very fast on his athletic team, but actually I think I did pretty well playing tennis with, same height with Greggy Riley, Greggy Riley and those boys, really. But thank you, sir, and respectfully, sir, I'm so glad to see that you're still with us and everything is going well. So the serve-off on the shore board is going to be Mr. Charles Griffith, our distinguished minister, and Mr. Neil Merle, director, and they are being coached by Mr. Matt Fingal. So this is going to be an all affair. So we can have the coach in the corner, coaching both of them at the same time, and they can have a great serve-off. So, or yes, Mr. Emerson Bascom, he also went to Lodge School with me. So, the Lodge School, there you go. See, and he's a very meticulous kind of individual. There you go. So maybe I'll have you coach Mr. Charles Griffith, and Neil will be coached by Mr. Fingal. Because Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, we want table tennis spoken in every nook and cranny in Barbados. Table tennis spoken here. That's the whole objective. That's why the president wants to make sure that table tennis is going to be in every community. How do we do that? By making sure we have the boards, the accessibility, the coaching, and the infrastructure for it. And also to basically the encouragement, because those youngsters, when we all pass this earth and go on, they are going to carry on the legacy of table tennis, because it's a very interesting sport. It's exciting. It keeps you fit. I used to play, I can tell, not anymore, but it keeps you fit, and it's going to be an exciting sport. So we want to, sorry? Right. And after that, this high-end showdown, we're going to have some refreshments in the lounge for everyone. But let's get this showdown. Get your cameras, your VCRs, whatever you have, and let's get this showdown on the road. This is going to be shown globally in millions of countries all over the world, to millions of people. So let's get it done. So, Mr. Minister, sir, this is your day. Mr. Merle, sir, this is your day. I favor no one. As Mr. Minister, only one can win. His words. Let's go, sir. Give them a hand, please. Serve off. As they say, let the games begin.
Straight down the center of the court. some notable spectators. To the right of this shot is, well, Dale Rudder, national youth football manager and a former national football player himself. Photo opportunities, and of course, they get to actually take the selfie frame. Mark Fingal being taller than both Minister Griffith and Sports Council Senior New Murrell, having to stoop a little. All hands on deck. The local organizing committee chairman David Boyne giving a hand. Lovely steel band music serenading us here at the Wilde Gymnasium. Competition will continue tomorrow morning. The second Commonwealth Table Tennis Federation Masters Table Tennis Championship will resume tomorrow morning, running until the 20th. As a ardent follower of the Phantom comics, for those who come in late, the president of the Barbados Table Tennis Federation, Margarita Felix, explained that when they bid to host one of the Commonwealth Table Tennis more prestigious tournaments, they were told, you host the Masters event, and depending on your exam results, we will consider giving you a Commonwealth Table Tennis Seniors competition. Well, based on the layout here at the Wilde Gymnasium, this looks as splendid and as organized as any world-class event in a world-class venue that has been used as a training facility by no other than the Toronto Raptors NBA champions. A facility visited by world heavyweight boxing champions Evander Holyfield, George Foreman, David Hayes, all expressing an interest in having a championship bout, any bout, here at this facility. And now, that'll be it for us here from the Wilde Gymnasium. Tune in tomorrow for live table tennis action.